Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Hi, everyone. Giorgio, you held up the phone in excitement. Did you get a notification?
I thought someone was texting me, but it was even better, Ross.
Or was it?
It was the Ross Patterson Revolution.
Yep. I did not get it.
Oh,
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Did not get it, Giorgio. Which is why we're heading on over to Patreon. Sign up for Drinkin' Bros podcast on Patreon. That encompasses all our video shows. What are we doing? One a week on YouTube just for kicks?
Yes. So this is our last Thursday, fun, crazy Thursday show on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Thursday Madness will now be moved to Patreon.
Sure.
And we will be able to, because Thursday, I don't know if you guys know this, but towards the end of the week, it's more like not as much stories, pop culture stuff, and more just like us needing to be weird and have fun, show clips, things like that.
Well, the other
play
part too
music, what
is
have you.
You want to be able to voice your hatred for Asians and not have it go out to a bunch of people, just a more select group.
Right. So I get at least one time a day in the chat, you like it. And I can't do that here.
Well, you can. You can and you will.
No, you're right. That ship,
give it a you
my
like
ship
it.
has sailed.
Give it a you like it
No.
for the people. Why? Why?
Jesse, if you do, I'll
I will do it on Patreon. I'll do it on Patreon
Okay.
next week.
All right. All right. I mean, there's like 900 hours of you doing it at this point. Who cares? Who cares anymore? I don't care. What's the worst thing you can think of that I could say right now? James, you want me to say it? And I will on Patreon. So head on over. No, look, we got to keep the video show going, keep the lights on here, all our employees, all that stuff. YouTube, I'm not getting notifications. I'm Giorgio, dude. I think that's your first time ever, right? That's your first time, yeah.
Interesting.
I still have not ever gotten a notification from my own channel, which is fun. So please subscribe there. It keeps everybody in business, including ourselves, as far as the video goes. And, fuck off. Huh? This is it. This is our last Thursday show on YouTube. It's our last little Friday show on YouTube.
It's bittersweet. Now listen, guys.
It is.
It's going to be the same. Like we're showing up at the same time, going live. It's just
same chat, everything, but
it will be there won't be sponsors in it, which will be fun.
Correct.
And we'll be able to, like I said, do a lot more things. Not what you said, but as far as copyright and playing. We're not moving to Patreon so that you could say
casual racism. That's what we're moving over there for. All right.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing it for that.
Yeah. I'm very confused now.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be casual.
Oh, okay, just out in the open.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Bob's
what's the opposite of casual?
Yeah, just
hardworking racism.
Blatant. Yeah.
Yeah, just blatant.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Blatant, aggressive.
So let's talk about Jews. No, I'm kidding. Kanye said enough for everybody this week, and we're all good there as far as his whole shit is concerned. And I don't know where he goes after this. Howard Stern this morning called him Hitler. And man, it's just, we're going a few ways these days, right? If somebody says something about Jews or whites, you're either going white supremacy. Can't do that with Kanye, obviously, so you got to go Hitler. Well, you're Hitler then. It's always that now. Like, I think that's the furthest we can go.
He can be anti-Semitic and not be white. Right?
Hitler is...
It's like a go-to, right?
It's because it's like, you know how everyone always compares everything to like Harry Potter because that's the only fucking book they've ever read?
Sure.
Like everyone's Voldemort, everything's like Harry Potter because if everyone's only read that book, no one ever reads any other fucking books.
I'm sorry, I don't hang out with nerds.
Yeah.
But like, I'll
internet.
take your word for it.
Sure.
The only part of history anyone knows anything about is World War II. And they don't even know that much about it. This
true.
Hitler.
Yeah,
True.
Hitler.
Who's the worst person ever? Hitler.
That's why in softcore history at the end of every episode we say we have two segments. One, what did you learn? And the second one is, who is this week's Hitler? Who's
Yeah.
the Hitler of this story?
And there's always one.
Is there?
Well,
I just think it's the easiest out these days. Like,
Well, that's the whole point of the segment. Yeah.
No, I know, but it's like with the Howard Stern thing, it was like, oh, you're so brave for saying that. Like, what the fuck, bro? Because there's a bunch of people going after him of like, you're gonna be the noble man now, like after 50 years of smearing butter on strippers' tits. Like, no, we're good now. Like, nobody forgot. Because he had one of the worst blackface segments of all time. Stern did. Have you ever seen that clip?
No.
Oh boy. I mean, he's on down the road in it,
Right.
It wasn't like he was doing it in a movie or something. Like this is, it's an aggressive one.
I think he kept saying he was in blackface.
It also kept just saying the N-word. Yeah, who's that with right there? You can pop it up on screen. Was that the guy from the Jeffersons? Yeah. Sherman Hemsley.
Oh,
Hemsley. R.I.P. I forget his name. And it goes to show you, like, no matter how much cool shit you do in this world. Yeah, you don't remember that sketch?
No.
Oh, okay.
And it was on his show.
Sure was.
Now, look, this is like very exaggerated, right?
Well,
To where he's
if you
like-
played the voice, I don't know that you'd be able to get through 15 seconds.
This is also, this is actually just what blackface used to look like.
It is.
Like, this is pretty normal blackface for like the 20s.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So was it? Yeah.
If I played you the voice, my over-under for you would be 15 seconds, then you'd be like, turn it off.
Yeah.
There's no way I can get through this.
Yeah, probably.
It's pretty crazy. But, now he's like the noble guy who's telling everybody how to live their life. Like, fuck off, dude. No, we're not doing any of that. It'd be like if I posted something serious on Instagram. Was like, oh, man, you got to fucking clean living and eat right and just breathe and enjoy the day. I don't do any of that shit.
Right.
I don't do any of that fucking shit. So I'm not going to tell you to do it. So when I saw that, I was like, really? You're the guy who's like, oh, that's the Hitler of the group? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. I'm sure The Rock will be on there at some point this week. In case you haven't noticed, Black Adam is coming out. And I don't think I've seen someone or an entire cast actually booked for this amount of press on every fucking platform. I mean, it's crazy. And then the way that they were talking about it, so you and I caught it, what was it, a week ago, I think, on Good Morning America. You and I caught this the first time, and there was two actors who I didn't really know who were in the movie with Black Adam, and they're just talking about the rigors and the training and the method acting for this or whatever. And I was like, man, maybe I saw the wrong trailer and this isn't about it like a comic book or something, like a superhero.
I felt like, honestly, I was being punked or someone was playing a prank on me because it was all week long. And they were talking to these new these young actors that could be on the CW or Black Adam, it doesn't matter, and about their process of like getting into their character, the research they've done, the method. And I'm like, what move? I mean, I felt like a crazy person.
I
was
too.
like, what movie are they talking about?
I don't know.
Because they never really do that with, let's say, like an Aquaman, or you know what I mean? It's like, look, we know there's a lot of CGI, there's a lot of green screen, so we're not really ever talking to them about their acting process.
Yeah,
right?
so
As if it's up for an Oscar.
Quintessa Swindell is her name. I'm looking her up now here. She was the one doing press for this shit. She was the one who was, just talking about the circus performantry and all the things that she did for this role. And then when asked why on Good Morning America, she said, I found it important being the only black actress on screen to do all the things. And I was like, what the fuck? The lead is black. Like, we're good. Like, yes, you're a woman. And it's like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
I think that was more normal to me as far as
None of
her
it's normal.
talking. No, but as far as her talking about physicality of it. So most of the time when they're talking to people that do these superhero movies, it's like, how did you, how much did you work out? Like, my gosh, you must have trained for whatever. Those are the things they ask because we all know that it's mostly that. and no real acting. So never is there a discussion in any superhero movie or any of these about your process as an actor, right? Like what? So this is where I just got, it was all about that, from The Rock to all these younger actors. Like I was really confused about what the movie was.
Yeah.
And it was all week long. And I just go, am I... So you guys maybe can tell me, is Black Adam like a...
beloved character? Is it
in the universe?
And is it like an actor's workshop or something like that I don't know
like
about?
In your like DC, Marvel, whatever.
He's pretty fringe.
Okay,
pretty
so
fringe.
it's like a fringe character.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, that doesn't matter to me, I think. Guardians of the Galaxy, extremely fringe, to the point where I don't even think the comic was in circulation when they made the movie. Like, it had been discontinued since like the mid-90s.
Again, that's Marvel. This is...
I know, but...
No, I'm saying of any of them. Like, who yeah.
Yeah.
What would be the equivalent of this Black Adam? But I guess it's...
I don't fucking know.
just a fringe...
White Steve? Is there a White Steve that's like a power, like that's the
I'm
nemesis?
just wondering.
I don't understand it. And then The Rock came on the day after, and then he's been on every other show promoting this thing and how special this project is, what it really means to him and all this stuff. And I'm like, fuck, man. So I started doing research on it because I don't know shit about DC Comics or anything else. I've never even heard of this character. Like the Supermans and the Batmans and all that stuff, great, right? Aquaman, fine. And I started doing research on it, and they were like, yeah, you know, he's kind of famous for fighting Superman. Like that's the thing in the thing, right? And I was like, oh, is Superman in it? And they were like, no.
Okay.
I was like, oh, all right, great.
Great.
So this is a dude who is fighting Superman, and then, you know, are we just setting this up for him to fight Superman? And if so, why didn't he just fight Superman to start with? That doesn't make any sense to me. But all the actors were talking about it like it was Stanislavski of like, oh, the method, my process. And I really had to, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then the reviews came out today because the movie opens up this weekend. It's the lowest reviewed movie ever on Rotten Tomatoes for a DC movie, lower than Justice League. Now, I'm assuming you guys saw that, right? Or Suicide Squad.
I didn't see the new one.
I saw Suicide Squad. Justice League, which one? The Snyder Cut or whatever? That sucked too.
Okay. How was Suicide Squad?
The new one?
The first one. What was the first one?
Oh, but I'm saying the new one, they redid it with what's
James
his
Gunn.
name? James Gunn. It was much better.
Okay, but the first one sucked, right?
Yeah.
So that was the lowest rated one of all time. Black Adam is now underneath that as far as ratings go, and people are so. I don't know what this movie does at the box office or whatever. It's hard to gauge these days because it's pretty much just social media. And The Rock was like, oh, you know, I worked out intensively, so there was no CGI in my body or whatever. And it was like,
no, he kept saying no muscle suit or something. Like he was just like, it was a dig at everyone else that's done superhero stuff where he was just like, and I'm not wearing a muscle suit, guys. There's no padded suit.
But you can't expect everybody to take steroids for 30 years to prepare for one role.
Right.
Like that's not a thing either.
And go
it
off
usually goes
the
in
rock clock.
cycles, you know?
To be fair, it looks like
Cycles
it's
of steroids.
rated higher than Green Lantern.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting.
Well, they've got that going for them. And after watching the Wrexham show, Ryan Reynolds was none too plus with Green Lantern either. So
He makes fun of it all the time.
yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's just like why? I know The Rock is probably one of two people that can greenlight any project he wants. Why this? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Imagine your biggest regret in life, Ryan Reynolds, making $1 million and having sex with Blake Lively for the first time.
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine like that your life is such that that's like a low point.
Yeah, that's what he dunks on.
Yeah. Oh God.
well, let's not forget who his first wife was. All right.
Scarlett.
Yeah,
They weren't
ScarJo.
married though. They didn't get married, did they?
Yeah, they were married. They got divorced. ScarJo. I mean, what are we doing here?
Tough life.
Yeah,
I
rough.
know.
It's a rough life for old Rye guy.
I know.
You know, he's making the most of it though.
Oh,
Making the
good
fucking
for
most
him.
of it.
Good
but
for
at least
him.
with him and the shit that he's doing, like take his new movie. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, right? that will make $1 gajillion. Like that will
Right.
break every record ever, and all the people will love that. I understand that move. This Black Adam thing, I don't really get. Is The Rock black?
I think he's half black.
Samoan, and his dad is black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no half black Adam?
I will
we're
say-
not going to go that?
I will say this for Black Adam, though. If it bombs, you can definitely blame the straights for this one.
So true.
Yeah, that's 100% on straight people.
It's
Now
the
that's
comment of the day.
that's an interesting point though, because
Sure
can't
is.
you blame the straights for all movies bombing?
And
Literally
it's
every movie
every single
in the
movie bombing
history
of Earth bombing. I'm glad you brought that
we
up,
could blame the gays too.
Rob, because that's a perfect segue here. Save this article. When I read this last night, I was like, this can't be. I didn't think it was real. I had to fact check this one. I was like, I didn't think it was real. Bring up a guy. His name is Guy. Guy Branum. So pop him up on screen here. So he was in the movie Bros, okay? So he came out yesterday during an interview, as if you can make this movie any more unlikable, Bros. He came out yesterday and did an interview. Yeah, that's a perfect picture. You can put that on screen, okay? That's him. And so he has a problem that Brendan Fraser is playing the whale because as a real gay, fat, bald man, he thinks this doesn't do the character justice, and that a real, fat, gay, bald man should have played this character instead of Brendan Fraser, and he's super pissed off about it.
Now here's the point in a Patreon show where we would show the clip of this guy in the Bros trailer.
Yeah.
Even from the trailer, you can see that he is not good, right?
Yeah.
Not a good actor.
Yeah.
So that's where we would play that clip again.
Yeah, I mean,
And this is why you get somebody like Brendan Fraser, who's a real actor.
who can go to depths and really
Yeah.
in the way that Black Adam actors really
of course.
studied it.
You got to go
He
method for
really
Black Adam.
goes deep for the character.
So here's his exact quote, and I hate this fucking word so much. I think that the source material of The Whale is problematic. Why are we saying problematic with every single fucking statement now?
Because it really encompasses so many things. Problematic is a word that you can use
For anything.
for anything. I mean, literally anything.
Sure.
You could say this is problematic.
And the best part is people don't make you elaborate.
No, they go,
don't.
oh,
No.
yeah. Yeah, no, and I hear you.
So listen to the rest of this quote here. I think that it's trying to use extreme fatness as a metaphor for gay pain. And as an actual fat gay person, I feel like my life doesn't need to be a metaphor for someone else's pain. Vladimir Putin, if you're listening now, go ahead and send the nuclear bombs here. Just send them into America, right into the heart of Los Angeles. You have our permission. I don't care anymore. Nuke it all. Nuke it to the fucking ground. Press the button, Putin. Let's go. I'm all ready to leave this earth now. I'm all fucking done here. The fact that we're giving this guy any fucking anything at all, press the fucking button, Vladimir. I'm all in. I'll wait. I'll be outside. I want to see it. I want to look at it like fucking Trump staring at the eclipse, dude. I want to see it, dude. I want to see the whole fucking thing come.
You're gonna be like, what's her name in Terminator 2? Except excited.
Yep.
Like I'll be grabbing on the fence, like, yeah.
I'll be out front smoking a fucking cigarette, dude. Having a Bud Zero because I don't want to enjoy the last second on Earth. Just looking at the nuke coming. Hi, hey kids, come on out here. It's finally here. The nuclear bomb is here. Oh, thank you so much, Vladimir. Fuck off. I mean, fuck this guy. Fuck all of them. Fuck that whole movie. Fuck Bros. Fuck all of it. Now I won't even watch it on streaming.
So here's how I feel about Bros, and I couldn't articulate it before. I was just kind of I saw a bunch of interviews about it, and they were going behind the scenes, and Eichner was talking to people about it even before it came out, and he talked shit about straights and made it our fault, right? Mm-hmm. Even before that, it really felt like, and this guy is reiterating that, it felt like there was a super fun gay bar, let's say like on 6th or something. Really fun. You can see inside. It looks awesome. It's something I want to go in. And there's 2 like gay security guards in the front that are just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You can't handle this. You hate this. You wouldn't have fun in here because you're fucking stupid. And I'm like, like I want to go in there. And they're like, you're dumb. You hate me. And I go, no, I don't. And then it's this weird like fight. And then I end up like not going in. And they're like, cool, told you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You're like, you've been talking shit to me the entire time.
Yeah. No.
From the beginning of this movie, the inception, again, interviews, behind the scenes, everything, it was really a hate letter to straight people.
It was just a lot of smugness around it.
It was just a lot of smugness. It's a lot of like, already they were telling me that I am homophobic and suck and have sucked for years.
Yeah.
So they were already telling you that before it even came out.
Yeah.
So this guy's just another, security guard in front of the super fun gay bar that like I would love to go in, by the way.
Is this the worst thing the gay community could do?
The movie itself or the actor's response?
Kind of listen to me here. Like, they had been accepted. They had been accepted so much that the LGBT community now hated gay people. They were no longer one of them. They were officially like white men in the eyes of everyone. They were white men in the eyes of everyone so much that they got to make a shitty movie and then try to make people watch it. Something that, we thought was reserved for us. And
Yeah.
So, and I think it is true that when Eichner came out and said that, there wasn't a big, there was a time that there would have been a big, behind him, a lot of people would have been like, yeah, you're right. There was a time in history. I can't remember the exact thing, but they have come so far that Eichner can say something like that, and media outlets and everyone have no problem being like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
So you should feel happy that like you've come so far that you get shit on like all the rest of us if you do something stupid and say something dumb, right?
Yeah.
That's true equality.
And
Sure
it's also and it's also not like both sides don't find the movie edgy anymore. It's not an artistic risk. Because on the one side, no one's going to talk shit on white gay guys anymore or whatever. Not really. I mean, it's not like they live perfect, homophobic lives.
Absolutely,
but in general, no one's going to talk shit. But then on the other side, on the people he thought would show up to the movie and also didn't, the like gay activists and stuff like that, they also don't find two cis white guys hooking up edgy in any way whatsoever, because like Giorgio said, they're basically straight white guys at this point.
Yeah. Like we're all on the...
So they want to see
you guys are all on the same plane at this point, as long as you...
Right. No one thinks it's edgy or daring.
No.
I'd like to interview this guy about the Little Mermaid and be like, hey, it's not because she's black. It's because she's not a real mermaid. And I think that's somebody that's underrepresented. What the fuck are we doing with all this shit?
Right.
We're asking everybody to be the person now. And it's like, well, that's not acting. And they're fucking terrible at it. So I don't know what.
No, I don't even think that's it. I think
dude.
it's even so far. Maybe we're onto something. Come on, let's follow this thought to the end, where they're not oppressed anymore, and
they're fighting for oppression.
They're fighting for something, scrambling for some kind of thing. Like, hey, remember when we would like be.
Yeah.
We'd have a cause.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my new one then, if you don't care that I'm gay, fat and gay.
And the
maybe,
things.
right?
Yeah.
Am I oppressed or
are we good?
Or is that
no?
good
Yeah.
too?
Also, was there a timeline in which being fat like wasn't a sign of like luxury and wealth? Like, when did that stop? Like, I get that you can kind of like fat shaming is a thing now.
When
like,
food got cheap.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Rob answered my question.
Yeah, I mean, right
Exactly
now,
right.
food is
Exactly
so
right.
expensive. If I see a fat person, I'm jealous of their bank account.
No,
I'm
it's like
how
a-
fucking rich are you?
Well, no, they're going to McDonald's.
It's like a Kim Jong.
Have you
right?
seen the prices at McDonald's?
I'm just saying.
It's been a minute.
Dude, I had a fucking drive back, and like the number one, the Big Mac meal, was $8.80. And that motherfucker used to be $4.99.
I
And I
had
was
to buy
like,
13 of them to try to get all the toys.
Oh, did you
recently.
really? Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you gotta
oh.
collect them.
It's
Yeah.
honestly still cheaper to eat out than it is to go grocery shop and like going to
At
Chipotle.
this point, yep.
yeah. How much is Chipotle? Is
100%.
Chipotle gone up too?
a little bit, but it's like
Steak is like $11.
I can
now.
get a chicken bowl for like $8 something. Yeah, but if I make the same thing at home, it's going to cost me more money.
It is.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Well, I mean, none of us are buying 10-pound bags of rice and cooking up, 5 chicken breasts at a time. Like,
Yes, we are, bitch.
Yeah, well,
oh, I'm so sorry. When is Lifting with Bros starting?
I know, dude. Lifting with bros.
Lifting with Bros.
Yep. And it's Delco and the cast of Bros. And they all
Oh,
live
nice.
together and-
Nice.
Meal preps for everyone at Bros.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And that'll be fun.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that. That show starting up really soon. I don't know if Delco could sit in the room with Billy Eichner for 8 minutes.
No.
No, I don't think you could do it.
Oh, wait. Someone in the chat was like, he's bald. Why didn't he add that onto it?
Oh, he did.
Bald.
Yeah.
Oh, he
He said
said
Yeah,
bald,
he said
fat.
Bald. Yeah, he said bald. Yep. Yeah, all the things that he is, he added to it. It's like,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We'll see if you get oppressed. Here's hoping.
Yep.
Never been a billionaire, rich, bald guy before.
Yeah.
That's not the archetype.
Fucking A, bro.
No,
Who's closetly
exactly.
gay?
Exactly.
I mean, it's just
Just one other turn, buddy,
Nuts,
and you
dude.
could have been not oppressed. But
it's just fucking insane, man. So yeah, here we are. Just a couple of silver spoons out there in the world. This fucking guy. And they'll print shit like this. And this is in my Facebook feed. This used to be just in my Twitter feed of all the things that I hate.
Right.
Now they're like, nope, everybody's leaving Facebook and nobody cares about that platform anymore. Let's start putting things you hate in your feed. That's where I found this article. And who is this by? What? Movieweb.com?
oh god,
I don't know
that's
what
nothing.
that is.
It's
I
nothing.
don't know what this is. And it's like, now they have to do shit like this to gain clicks for whatever. And it's just like, all right, man, I guess. Who's the most oppressed person? I think that would be a great game show,
Women.
like Survivor.
Oh, I just answered it.
Oh, it was women? Yeah. Yeah. Well, women have the power to change it.
Do we?
Sure do.
Okay.
If all you guys got out and voted, you could pick anybody you could elect anybody you wanted. What?
No, yeah, and that would change everything.
Look,
No, I know.
no one hates women more than other women, and that's a fact.
That is a fact.
So I think women themselves just can't get out of their own way. If they work together for something, there was one time you guys all did, and I don't know who.
Tell me about it.
It was the Pussy Hats.
Tell me all about it.
There was 2 million women who magically had knitted pussy hats. There's a shortage of everything, but magically within 1 week, 2 million women were able to get together with pussy hats in the middle of Washington, D.C., and that was kind of it. Like, that was where everybody decided that that's where the funds should go,
Yeah.
was that. So,
Yeah.
No,
I know.
but you could vote out anybody. You did in 2020?
What?
White suburban women were the reason that Trump lost.
Did
all
he
got
lose,
together?
though? Just-
Well, if you believe it, still having a hard
Look,
time
it's
with
the
that one.
last day on YouTube.
It sure
Why
is.
don't we just get the whole channel?
Yeah, Nuked. Who gives a shit? You know what's funny? You brought that up. So Ben was here yesterday, our insurance guy,
Yeah.
and Ben was back there, and he goes, "Man, I listen to you guys all the time. You know what you never talk about? Is the election was stolen. It was fucking stolen." And I go,
yeah.
well,
Don't
look,
talk
Ben,
about that.
I go, we don't. Until there's evidence in court. Dan and I have said this before in the show. Until there's evidence in court, it's hard because what am I saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I think it was? Sure.
Do you think it was what?
Do I think it was rigged? Probably.
Oh gosh.
Sure.
I was just trying to joke around.
I'm
and just
not.
Like,
It's our last show on Thursday. Here's why I say this. I still, to this day, and this is what he said yesterday, I still haven't met anybody in real life who's come up and said to me, "Hey, man, I voted for Biden and I'm excited about it and things are awesome." Not one, except for the trip to D.C. When I went with all those celebrities to fucking Washington, to the White House, those are the only ones who were amped about it. And I was just like, oh, all right, cool. The people who were super rich, they're amped about it. But like anybody else, I've never met one. Not in real life. Who come up to me and was like, I voted for Joe Biden and I love it. And like, That's the difference, I think. So like, that would be the only cause that I have of like, all right, cool, maybe. Because other than that, shit. I mean, you could see fucking MAGA hats for miles, for Christ's sakes, at all these goddamn things. Biden, not one single thing. But that's also why I said we couldn't entertain that theory on air, you know? I was like, until there's fucking evidence, I can't entertain it. And if they did cheat, they just cheated better than us. So who cares? Like, congratulations. But you do hear that. Like, there's a lot more whispers now behind the scenes. And yeah, it's Thursday. Might as well. Last little Thursday show here on the old YouTube. Who cares? Nobody got notifications for this anyways, Jabe. So it's just you and me on video, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just an audio show at this point.
Right.
Yeah. Now tell me your thoughts on Chinese people. Are we going to get a you like it on the last one? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Just making,
no,
I'm
no.
making sure.
But again,
Jabes,
on the
people want it.
Thursday Patreon.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
You'll
I'll
go.
do it.
You'll go hard again.
And we do. I mean, we keep saying last Thursday show. It's not. It's the last Thursday show on YouTube.
Just on YouTube. Audio is still free, so like, who cares?
Yes.
It's out into the world.
To those that just listen, nothing will change.
No, nothing will change. And this disgusting show will always be this weird, disgusting little show, and who cares? You know?
Yeah.
The prime minister thing, we'll talk about it briefly because I don't think anybody really cares. No. Nor do we know the rules or how all this other shit happens. The one thing that I'd like to bring up is British humor in this one. British humor has always been the best, and it always wins. I know nothing about their governments, the parliaments, any of their system. I don't even watch The fucking Crown, so I have no idea how any of that works. I really don't. I don't. That's serious.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. You know, because we're having kings, but they don't do anything, right? Having fake princes and shit, and they don't really do anything. They don't vote, so I have no idea. What I do know is this: apparently, everybody over there hated this woman, and they wanted her out, including a Harry Potter actor who told her to fuck off live on air on the BBC last week, which was pretty funny. But somebody, Bob, if you can pull this up, some comedy channel, whatever it was, put a head of lettuce next to Liz Truss and said, hey, will this head of lettuce outlive the entire period of time that this woman is prime minister? And today, yeah, there it is. They celebrated it because the head of lettuce made it.
Made it. Brown.
44 days.
Stinky.
Yeah, it's brown and stinky, but it's still there. And it's still alive. And the head of lettuce did outlive the prime minister. I don't know why somebody did this. I think it's fucking hilarious, but or that they knew. Like, how did they know? You know what I'm saying? Even the last guy, Boris, the fucking crazy hair. He looked like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that kind of crazy hair. Even that guy made it a few years, right?
Yeah.
He was around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
This woman, 44 days. And the other sad thing about it is, you know, we did the Queen episode where she was dead. She died. Twilight hours. She died live on air. That was the last picture. Was with her. You know, shaking this woman's hand who was going to do that job for 44 days.
What's wrong with her? What did she do?
I don't know. I don't know anything about their whole shit over there. None. It's always been real weird to me because I think they're still wearing like white wigs and shit and banging gavels. Like, dead serious in their parliament. I think that's part of it, right? Bob, do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
They don't really rock the wigs in Parliament. That's more of a courtroom situation.
Oh, so they still do it in court?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
They're barristers and whatnot.
So yeah, I don't know anything about their whole shit. It's
Right.
always been super weird. I don't understand why they stopped ruling. You know, I wanted to see the Queen with real power.
Oh, right.
You know,
Yeah.
but we don't have that anymore. I want to see a king in there. Like, she should have remarried. She sort of took another lover after a younger man after her young husband died.
As any queen should.
Yes, that's what it should.
Any
it should
female
have
of
been.
royalty.
Yeah. She's taking a young lover in. That becomes the king, whoever that is. Because that guy
Is
again,
he king or king regent?
it was Philip, right? He died way too soon.
Right, but you don't get to be king if they marry you though. That's the messed
Yeah.
up part.
Oh, you don't?
No, that's
No,
like
he
they're still
wasn't
queen,
king.
and you're like king regent or some sort of like king apparent or
No,
something.
he's still
Okay.
consulate or something.
Yeah,
but
king
he's-
consulate, that's the word it
He's
is,
he was still prince
Okay.
something.
Ugh.
Right? It's like the worst stepdad thing ever.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
So everywhere they went, it was the ladies and gentlemen, the queen, and then this guy.
yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oof.
And it was really hard in the beginning, obviously.
Was it really? Did they talk about that in the show or something?
Wait. Is this like the biggest cuckold ever?
I would
Is
have
this
to
like
Well,
the
it's the
ultimate
biggest.
cock.
It was. He was the first true house husband, right? Like the first true guy to have to be like, all right, like I'm not the king, right? Like I follow her around to her stuff. And I stay at the house. And he had to like find hobbies to do because he was like bored while she was working. Like it was
Sounds
the
fun.
first, right? And it is fun, but really realistically, I don't know if any of you guys could really do it.
I'd buy a sports team from a sport I didn't even know how to play.
Yeah, I like pickleball. Everybody's buying pickleball
don't
teams right now.
know.
Kevin Durant just bought one this morning.
I don't know if you guys could. I know you say you could and oh, that'd be awesome. But when it really, really comes down to it and you have to like explain to your friends and all of these things, like I think it would get weird for you.
It would, and I think you have to, because you're so separate from the outside world, living in the castles and doing shit, do you really care? He probably didn't have like a big Twitter account or anything that he was always following. Like, he was 97. I don't think he was that into social media where it mattered. It wasn't really getting heckled.
But he was military. He was, pilot. Like he was doing these things that before they got married, that he was going to be a dude.
I heard he punched a whale right in the face, killed it. By the way, I'm looking at this right now, and they're saying, like the top of this article says, Boris Johnson is expected to stand as a candidate to replace her. Can you just do that over there? The fuck can't we do that here?
Yeah, it's a different situation over there.
Fuck.
I think Churchill was prime minister twice. He was prime minister again in like the 50s. He was unelected or whatever shortly after World War II and then became prime minister again a little while later.
Yeesh. If we had that here, Trump would be in office like fucking 2 days ago. Like, my God, man. Just to fix this country.
Right. That's what he's trying to do.
Well, he's got to run again. He's got to go back through the whole
Well, it
shit,
sounds
right?
like so does Boris.
I don't really know how this works. What do you do?
I think in the UK, it's just the legislator that votes you in, the parliament.
So it's not the people, right? Yeah, you don't have to go through a full vote. Yeah.
No, it's essentially the legislator elections are what decides the prime minister, kind of.
Weird. What a weird system of government.
Which would only happen in the U.S. if no one won a majority of electoral votes.
Okay.
So if there's three candidates running, say like Trump runs as an independent and it's DeSantis, Trump, and Biden,
Yeah.
and no one gets a majority, but they all win states, no matter how many electoral votes you win, as long as you win at least one electoral vote, then it goes to the House, I believe, and the House votes on who should be president.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't hate it.
yeah. Who knows? Who knows? But if you're in England right now, hopefully you're watching your own country burn. From the comfort of a ghost bed, from ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Right now, you're getting 2 free luxury pillows with a mattress, and you're getting a 30% off with the promo code Drinking Bros at checkout. If you want the weighted blankets, the sheets, the adjustable base, the cover, if you're doing butt stuff, all you have to do is type in the promo code Drinking Bros at checkout, and you get all of it for 30% off. Now, if you want 40% off, you got to get that bundle package, dog. It's the adjustable base and the mattress combined together for one amazing evening of magic. We've had it forever. Love that damn thing. I went too far last night, though.
Oh yeah, you did TV mode.
Yeah, well, I'm a tall drink.
No, but I think even
Is it for smaller people?
I don't know because even I don't know. It looked like the back was
All the way up.
all
it
the
was
way
awesome.
up, and I think it was
awesome.
maybe your
I'm
tallness.
too
But then
tall
you
for
also
anything.
kept all the pillows behind you too, so I think that's why
Yeah.
it
was
kind
nice.
of pushed you into a taco.
Real nice,
It was
yeah.
a taco mode.
You can really fold all the way up. In
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Big fan. Once you have it, you'll never go back. the bottom of the screen, you're going to see a 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest as long as you have decent credit. Check that box. And all the deals that I mentioned are applicable with that. And you can walk out of there with a brand new bedroom set for $25 a month. Go to ghostbed.com/drinkingbros. Today, next up, we got hardafseltzer.com. Go to the store locator. Bob, we are all stocked up all throughout the state of Tennessee. When you go to hardafseltzer.com, just click the store locator. Find the store nearest you. All you have to do is type in whatever city you're in, zip code. And that'll happen, by the way, when you're just creeping around the states. And it'll take you, it's a Google Maps. It'll take you right to the fucking closest store near you. I think we're in like over 100 locations there, including Antioch, Tennessee, Brentwood, Tennessee, Total Wines in Brentwood, Bellevue Oil, Colonial Liquors, Fill-In Station, 12 South, Legacy Wine and Spirits. And if you're in Georgia, Arkansas, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, there is all locations near the border of those states. You can just breeze on over. We're going through a recession, kids. Load up on the 8%. It's going to be a long one. We're all going to have to drink our way out of this, Jabes. We're going to have to drink our way out of it. You know?
I know.
We had our anniversary dinner last night.
We did.
Went to an Italian place. Americano. We finally found a good restaurant out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I didn't know one existed that far out in the conch.
But I think that's part of it. I think you have to do the drive and the drive through the vineyard and you're unexpected. The food was very good.
Yeah.
But I think already you're like, is this going to be good? And so even if it's a little bit good, then it's good.
Because out in the conch, it's some gas station food, a lot of gas station restaurants.
Uh-huh.
There is a lot of barbecue that's not real good.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
Delco's spots that he mentions on the show, even though I give him shit, are pretty spot on as far as like barbecue goes in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of ones that aren't very good.
Yes, but he knows those ones too that aren't good.
Yeah, for sure.
One's around the corner, yeah.
Yeah.
One's around the corner. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Do I know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Because there was one out by where we were last night.
Maybe he's talking
And I was like,
about
how is that
one.
place always packed?
Yep.
How is that place always packed? Because it's beautiful.
Yeah. What is Dax Shepard doing there? Again.
Is he there? Does he go there a lot?
All the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think he lives in Buda. What?
Around the corner from the studio?
No.
I think we're talking about the same place. maybe.
Okay.
And I think you
Dax
know
Shepard
it
lives
too.
out here? I thought he was in
A
LA.
while ago, he was talking about moving out here because he loves Austin from shooting out here a lot.
Yeah.
And then he just kept showing up at this place that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I think he was talking about moving out here.
Okay.
Not Austin, but I mean, yeah, but
We had Justin Melnick from Paramount Plus SEAL Team show on yesterday on Drinking Bros, and he drove out from Santa Barbara. He's got a bunch of stuff going on in the area, and I thought he had a place here for some reason. He just feels like a Texas guy, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Are you ever going to move here?" And he goes, "Man, I would, but the fucking summers suck here." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, he's in Santa Barbara."
how smart to know that.
No.
How smart to have the forethought. God.
And I go, the thing about the summers is they're endless here as well. You got about 3 months and to enjoy, and
Right.
then it's all
Well,
summer.
To be fair, though, he's from Santa Barbara, like nowhere
He's not from there.
in. Well, that's what he's talking about.
Sure,
he
sure,
would
sure.
move from Santa Barbara.
Yeah, no.
No, the people that moved here were maybe a San Francisco,
Sure.
an LA proper, right?
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
in Santa Barbara,
Yeah.
No, they're staying there.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not there's not mass exodus from fucking Santa Barbara or Montecito. I'll tell you that.
And he was a cop before. He's not from Santa Barbara. He just moved to the perfect place, I think.
For sure.
And the funny thing is, I was like, hey, do you have your dog with you? Because he's always got this police dog. He trains his canine dogs or whatever. Bob put on the suit. Could you show the video, Bob? Bob got attacked by the dog last night. And it was
Voluntarily.
Voluntarily. It was really funny. He was like, hey, who's going to put on the suit? And I go, look, man, I'd love to. If something goes wrong here, I'm dinner with my wife, and like I can't say I got my arm chewed off.
Hold on.
the
So
show.
did we say that Bob was the most expendable? Did we come to that conclusion?
Well, how?
No.
So how did that? That's what I want to
And I
ask.
will
How did that shake out amongst the three of you?
Essentially,
He
I was.
just kept asking.
He nenever stopped asking, and I was finally like, all right, fine, I'll do it.
But it looks pretty cool. Like you did this. Tell me how it was. Play the video first, and then you
Okay.
can explain the experience here. So this is Bob getting attacked by a dog.
I think it's like a 3-year-old German Shepherd.
Okay.
And Bob showed us his hands before. Very soft. Very soft hands.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, he. And
Now,
there
when he
was-
turns him around is when you really see.
Here.
He goes again.
Another one?
Give him a little wave. This was the worst part,
He said,
actually.
sure.
Bob, sure.
Sure.
Sure, I guess I'll
Bob's
go
a
again.
company man, and we love him for it.
No. Have it here.
This is when I was like, all right.
The dog's not listening to
Yeah,
you.
I was like,
No. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
This isn't that thick.
This isn't that thick.
Ow!
I'd be kicking that dog.
Here. Pedal now. That's not that thick.
So when you're saying ow, Bob, like, is he telling the dog to stop then? Not yet.
Not right away. So essentially what was happening was on the initial bite, it would be fine. Like if he got like the whole jaw around me.
Yeah.
But then he would start to slide because he jumps and he pulls down. And then that's when the pinching would start.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would just kind of like, I would get pinched between the fabric and his incredibly strong jaw. And that's when it would like start to
Wow.
hurt. It wasn't terrible. It was like getting pinched really hard. You know what I mean? Like if I came up and just pinched the fucking shit out of you, that's kind of what it felt like.
Okay.
Whereas if I had no jacket on, I can't fucking imagine how horrible that would be.
Wow.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
huh?
I'd just be sitting there screaming. Jesse would run outside and be like, "Fight back!"
Fight back! Fight back! And you'd be like, ow! Ow! And then the guy that's like training the dog would literally just be standing there on his phone.
I think he had
like,
had a
what do I
call.
need to say for you to tell the dog
I
to
think
stop?
He had a call to make. So
He was, by the way, the only one who could stop the dog because those orders were being shouted in German. I think.
yeah.
He was like, "Arsch, arsch."
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you're like, are you telling him to stop?
Yeah.
Very specific, right? So when you do something like that, that was obviously why I didn't want to do it because I was like, how do I explain to my wife that I can't go to our anniversary dinner? Because I put on a dog suit and let a German Shepherd attack me. But everything was fine after that, Bob.
Bob's fine. He's
Yeah,
here
it's fine.
today.
Forearm's a little sore, but like not. There's no bruise or anything, so it's fine.
It's worth it for the gram, though. I mean, it's a
100%.
great
Was it?
video for the gram.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
good. It was a good video.
It's a once in a lifetime thing. Because I was scrolling through it this morning and I was like, holy shit, dude, that's dope. But I didn't know how much of it was real. So that was intense.
It was
huh?
real. About halfway through it, I was like, "Is he only trained to go for the arms?"
Right. he doesn't have
Right,
pants
yeah,
on.
you-
First of all,
Yeah,
why is
Yeah.
it's pretty
jacket
close to
open?
your dick, so
It's like my dick is right there, and I'm only wearing what seems to be an old pea coat that he just like refashioned into
Yeah.
a dog jacket.
Yeah, like
Not
it
a
didn't
Goodwill.
close. It didn't close or anything. I've definitely seen like Mandeville do that, and it's a padded, like very padded suit. You almost look like a Marshmallow Man a little bit.
Yeah.
So like that is not at all. I thought that was Bob's like real coat, and he was
It
just like,
looks
"Go
like it.
ahead."
Yeah. It looked like a scarecrow kind of outfit. But
No, but yeah,
he
Bob's
kept
looked
saying
like
throughout
normal.
the video, it's not that thick. It's not that thick.
That's what I mean. So I've seen Jack do it where they gave him. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah, like,
full padded arms,
Jack,
forearms,
yeah.
and
It's,
yeah.
This is not that. This is just like a
No.
A pea coat.
It was like a pea coat that he had like stiffened up, like he'd starched it a lot. You know what I mean? And that's just it.
Yeah.
Right, or he was just like went into his trunk and was like, "What do I have
And Melnick, yeah, kind of.
to give this guy?"
Fucking seriously. And Melnick, honestly, like, I mostly volunteered to do it because he would not stop asking if someone would do it. Like he
Well,
really wanted to show off the dog.
He had a 22-hour drive, so like that, he needed to let the dog out.
Who did?
He
did.
let the dog out. So with that, Bob, when you were saying it's not that thick, I thought you were talking about your cock. Like, don't go for the cock. It's not that thick. It's not that thick. But it was the coat. It was
Right.
the actual coat itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, you were a brave man, and the video was
Yeah.
cool. I mean, is it at least doing good numbers for you on the gram?
Sooner, I just put it up not that long ago. We'll see.
It's against type, and that's no offense at all.
Right.
But like,
I thought it would have been
Bob
Giorgio.
talks about all the time. My hands are soft.
My soft
so
hands.
do you. You're a soft hand. So for everyone here, I was like, oh shit, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
You
I
know?
thought it was cool, Bob,
Yeah.
Thank you.
for what it's worth. Yeah.
Because again, like
content.
Giorgio did it, Joel, you're kind of like, all right, you
Giorgio
know,
was
you have
scared.
nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean?
Giorgio was genuinely
Giorgio's
scared.
terrified of dogs.
Terrified.
Really?
Yep.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like dogs.
And
No,
now
I
this
love
is some
dogs.
kind of grappling with the past,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
There has to be a trauma.
Yeah, did you get attacked
There.
in
I
the past?
It's he'd escaped from wrestling camp. It's the middle of the night.
Yep,
He's running
yep,
through the
yep.
woods.
And he's hearing dogs chasing
Yeah.
him.
In like German?
Go get him.
Yeah.
Go get the
When-
boy.
When we wouldn't finish, we used to run laps around this giant lake in Pennsylvania that was 1.5 miles long, and if we didn't finish under a certain time, we had to beat the dogs the next time.
That's not true. Is that true?
Look, I don't know.
I
You know
don't
what I mean?
either.
I
I don't
don't
either.
know. He could even say he's joking, and
Yeah.
I'll still wonder.
We got a little bit of a head start.
Okay.
Because like you have a clear view of like all the way around it. Like think of it just as like 4 football fields, but just a lake, and so you can just kind of see someone as they're going. And like once you get to a certain point, they kind of just like let them go, and you better get back to those vans.
Boy, dude, I don't
if
know.
I believe
I don't know if it's true or not.
I know.
Even yesterday, like with all you guys, I don't know if it's true or not. Like Joel got married yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got married yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Middle of the day,
Yep.
at a courthouse. And I was
Yeah.
like, is that true? Is that real? I get a text, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we now share the same anniversary, Joel. It's creepy, dude. It's super creepy, but
Reformed dirtbags. Joel and I weirdly, I mean, how many years have we been friends? 2006. I mean,
holy shit, that's a long time.
yeah, dude. Like, when I told him, he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. And now
Life is crazy.
now both you dirtbags are married on the same day.
Yep.
Weird, dude. Weird. Congratulations, Joel. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
What did you guys go out and celebrate last night?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to a couple dive bars. And
Yeah. Olive Garden.
How?
Which Olive Garden did you go to? 'Cause
No,
that's what
they
we
did a Red
celebrate.
Lobster. Don't insult him.
The old Langosto Rojo. Let's go, dude. All right.
Yeah. What?
Langostino. I don't know. I love a good Olive Garden still to this day, and I'm not going to shit on it, Joel. If you went there, you didn't. You guys went to a couple dive bars though and got weird. I like it.
It's perfect.
Why not?
got some champagne.
Yeah, I got some champagne
At 7-Eleven.
at 7-Eleven. Did you? Oh, I know that's 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it's right by
That's
his house.
7-Eleven. Oh, do they?
That's
okay.
his grocery store, dude. It's right
I
behind
know.
his house.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know the owners.
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
were like, they had a whole like arch for you guys.
Yeah, to go through a whole wedding shower and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
They gave him like free earbuds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have the earbuds. And
They're not Apple, but they work just fine.
here's a phone card with $40 on it to call home. Mm-hmm. I know that's 7-Eleven all too well. There's a scent in that 7-Eleven, man, that it's unmistakable. It's unmistakable. It's like, is something burning? Is this going to burn to the ground? Because it smells like burnt hair.
Right.
Speaking of which, you want to tell the people what you got me?
Yeah, I got you the burnt hair perfume,
From Elon Musk.
the Elon Musk burnt hair.
And it was sold out, right?
Yeah, so when I bought it, they let me buy it as if I would get it that week, right? This is a fun thing that Elon Musk does. So he gets your money, and then you get the delivery, update, whatever, and then all of a sudden they update it to Q1 2023.
Yeah.
And I've never seen this on like a delivery tracking app where it just like doesn't have a date. It just changes to Q1 2023. And I was like, oh, you fuckers. And so I'm like, did people get them already? Like, was I just lower in a list of people that ordered? And people did, and they're selling them on eBay for like $1,000. One was like $1,200.
Pull it up, Bob.
$400.
Pull up eBay. What is it? The what's it?
Burnt hair.
Burnt hair is the scent.
How does this man keep doing these things? He doesn't make products, and then like the
I
want for
know.
them is huge.
I know.
The guy is unstoppable. So how much is
The
this going for?
the-
Put it up on screen here.
The repugnant scent of desire.
Oh, this
or
isn't even one that you can get right now. They just ordered it, and then you can get their order.
Oh, you're just getting
you're
their
kidding.
order?
You're kidding. All right,
this
is there
one, yeah.
is there one in hand on eBay?
Look for-
Oh,
super
so like
expensive one.
place in line
Uh-huh.
even?
Oh, that's fun.
There we go. That's the one, Rob.
Okay. All right.
That's the one that's in hand.
All right, so this is in hand. How much does this cost here? That
$4
can't be
grand.
real. You're not.
Four.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
quit. Nobody's going to fucking pay that.
Holy shit,
think?
dude.
He's following the Kanye model.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because that's the thing is like,
Wait.
even like speaking of that,
There's
even
one
with,
that's 5,000.
with the Kanye shit, if he puts out his own
Whoa.
website with his own shit, that's it. It'll
Elon
sell out the
Musk
same way.
like scan or
Bro.
like take part of Kanye's brain?
Probably. I mean,
Like, did they meet in like 2010 or
I'm
something,
just
and he just like
pissed.
scanned Kanye?
so the overall rumor, by the way, about the Kanye shit is that he's saying all this ridiculous shit, and I don't buy into this, but that's what everybody else is saying, is so that all these deals will be canceled, and he can have his own website to sell all of his shit off of, and it'll just be the same as this because we're all buying it. Like,
This
what was it? The
makes me
flamethrower, the
pissed.
perfume, the keychain, the. I mean, he's
Oh,
had
you
like.
we all
Cybertruck
put-
go-kart?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we all put $100 down on the Cybertruck, so he has all of that money already.
2 years ago, he's had that money.
This makes me pissed that I didn't order it sooner.
Yeah.
Because people that
That
have
one's
it
at
in hand,
20?
not that anyone's gonna pay that. Do you think?
This one's at 20
I know.
grand.
Which
20
one?
grand.
Oh, on eBay? Mm-hmm. Holy
diff-
shit. Oh, 20,420 and 69 cents.
So it's like
Proud of you.
they're not gonna sell that.
Well, but if they do,
Do you know what I mean?
congratulations, I guess. But
You can put it for whatever you want.
you can, yeah.
It also says the sale benefits charity.
Oh, yeah? Who's charity? Their
Who
own?
knows?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
It sure does.
Anyways,
Sure does.
You're welcome for the thought.
Yeah, no, and it's the thought that counts. And
On this one, it has to be, yeah.
I can't wait to get that the same day as the Cybertruck, which will be never.
Yeah, which will be never. And then they'll keep updating my delivery to Q2, Q3.
3, Q4, wait till 2027, 28, 29.
And there's nothing I can do.
No.
You
There's
know?
nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
They
but
got me.
How much was the real cost of it?
100.
Oh, $100. All right. All right.
And that's when I thought I was getting it.
Yeah, like
Right away.
Yeah, right away. Sure. Sure. Well, when we do get it, we'll have it on set for the world to enjoy and smell. I want to smell the burnt hair. You know, it's been a while since I've smelled.
That'll probably be a Patreon exclusive, won't it?
Yeah, probably has to be.
It's
yeah.
an interesting scent and name because when you do smell burnt hair, it is distinct.
Yep.
And it is a little like
I imagine him going back.
But
to
do you
the
know
lab,
what I mean? Where like
somebody's-
you hate it so good.
Yeah, but somebody is in a lab making this, right? So he comes up with this idea of burnt hair, the smell, and then he has to hire a team of people to be like, you know, lab techs and all that shit to be like, all right, now here's what I need you to do. Make me a perfume that smells like burnt hair. And now these fucking guys have to sit in a lab and smell this shit all day long until it actually smells like burnt hair. You would have to lose all the scents inside your nose, the smells,
mean-
all the things, right? If that was your job every day,
Well, they're not actually burning hair, right? So it's the
but you got to replicate the scent of it.
right. But I think it's probably akin to you guys tasting the seltzer, maybe. And it's like you go back a drop, you know, a little bit more,
Yeah.
a little bit less, a little bit more carbonation, cold, like all of this to where you're like, okay.
But you did it, right?
No, I know. I'm just saying. So in the
I
the
took you with
scent,
me,
I
but
don't,
imagine smelling that all day long for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah,
It'd be fucking awful.
but I think his description really is weirdly accurate of like the
Sure.
repugnant scent of desire. Like you're not gonna stop. Like it's not like oh god. It's just you know the smell. It's distinct, and you're like oh shit, I know that.
Yeah, but somebody's got
hair.
to. There's got to be a bunch of dudes working in a
And it's
lab
like
though,
you
smelling
kinda
this shit.
like it,
Yeah.
but you hate it, but you like it. You know?
We'll test it out when it
Yeah.
comes, and we'll see what the real answer is.
Yeah.
Do we have a crime corner today, James?
We have a nature nook.
What?
Nature nook.
Do we have a sound for it?
Now look.
All right. If we
Just
don't,
quit.
Nope. If we don't have the sound, Bob, we got to play the sound then. Yep. Yeah.
You guys were gonna have to work on some kind of intro today.
I
I'll
keep,
work on it.
I
I'll
keep
work on
telling you guys, like,
I know,
either
I
do it
know.
or we listen to the guy getting eaten by the bear. Like, that's what
I
it
know.
is. So,
I know.
Bob, if you could play this intro for Nature Nook,
Yeah.
that would be great, and everybody can enjoy a man getting eaten by a grizzly bear. Okay.
Which I'd like to say I can mildly empathize to now.
Yeah.
Samesies, right, Bob? Fucking twinsies. I know. I know.
All right, go ahead and play this. There we go. Crank it up.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Fight back! Fight back!
Okay. Okay, stop.
Nature Nook.
Bob, stop it.
It's our last little Thursday on YouTube here,
right.
okay? It's our last little Thursday here. All right, before the video show moves over to Patreon. Maybe play 5 more seconds. There it is.
Delco will play the whole fucking thing. He doesn't care.
Oh my God, fight back! Oh yeah. I love it.
What does he say?
Yeah.
All right, stop.
Nature Nook. That's what you get for
What
not
is he
creating an
saying?
intro.
Wait, does she get eaten too?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, she dies too?
Yes.
No way. I didn't know that.
Do we get that on audio?
She
or-
wouldn't run.
She wouldn't run?
Right, Bob?
I thought.
Yeah, she wouldn't do it.
She
thought it
wouldn't.
was-
He told her. He kept
He was
telling
like,
her
"Run,
to run,
run."
and she wouldn't.
And, well, maybe she tried to eventually, but outrunning a bear is not very.
It's hard, man.
For sure, I
they're
think she
fast as
probably knew
shit.
that. She's
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
if I run, he's gonna come after me and stop killing you.
Man, I just think about your mom taking our baby out into the forest that day. The fucking bear.
Cut it out, dude.
God, Nature Nook.
Or I
Let's
guess
Nature
she
Nook
might
it
have
up.
tried to fight back. Maybe that's why she got eaten.
Maybe she punched the
Yeah,
bear.
yeah, because she's like, hey, fight back. And he's like, for sure, don't do that when he
She
starts
came up
attacking
and
you.
just slapped the bear.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, well, that's not gonna work, honey. What do we got for the
Oh, for
old
Nature
Nook?
A man threw a bunch of frozen iguanas in his car in Florida.
Yeah, they rain. So
They-
if it gets too cold in Florida, iguanas should start falling out of the fucking trees. It's
So
awesome.
this is what's happening
Really?
in Florida. So Florida doesn't usually get this cold, right? Global
Okay.
warming, whatever.
Is it cold now there?
Yeah, so it's gotten very chilly.
Yeah, it's like in the 60s in Miami.
But like at night, I think freezing.
Wow,
Must
okay.
be like freezing temperatures at night. And what happens is the iguanas fall
Yeah.
from
I got
the
video.
trees.
All right, we got a
Yeah,
video of it. Let's see this fucker.
They're cold-blooded.
Yeah, so this is
Holy
what it
shit.
looks like when an iguana gets too cold.
All right.
They just turn off.
Really?
Common warning.
Oh fuck!
Okay.
Common warning.
It could be.
Common warning.
Holy shit, dude. That's fun.
So frozen.
That's awesome.
They're frozen.
Yeah.
Hibernating.
Here's another.
Not dead, though.
Yeah, here's a video.
Oh, they're not dead.
No.
Here's a video of a frozen hibernating iguana.
And then it
on the
comes
ground.
back to life?
You guys, can you let me fucking tell the story? God.
Hang on, James. I've never seen this.
We're giving context.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was about to.
So is it breathing? Something's moving.
It's waking up.
So now
from
it's
the
like,
hot
so it's
shit,
in the
dude.
sun. It was frozen. They put it in the sun. It warms up and comes back to.
That's dope.
There's a guy I really want to have on as a guest on the show called the Python Cowboy or something like that.
Okay.
It's just this dude in Florida. He's like a pest removal guy. He just murders iguanas, pythons, the invasive geese. Like he just murders invasive species all day. He puts like gun cam videos up on Instagram of him like sniping iguanas and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Really?
Man, that's great. So what happened here?
Yeah, so anyways, this is what's happening. Thank you guys. All over Florida.
Okay.
They're falling out of trees and they look and are, by all accounts, like frozen and dead.
Okay.
And so this guy went around and was like throwing them, a bunch of them in his car, like loading up on what he thought was dead iguanas.
Yeah.
Frozen iguanas. I'm killing it. They love iguana meat in, certain cultures. Like, I'm going to fucking kill it, right? Yeah. So as he's driving, it's Florida, starts to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
And they all just come back to life and start just crawling, scratching around his car, and he gets into an accident.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Do we have a video of the car?
No, I don't think it was on video. I mean, unless there's
That
like
would have been
some...
awesome, man. Could you
Yeah, well, it
imagine?
wasn't like there wasn't a police car following him or anything. This is just like how he got into this accident. There may be. I mean, if a cop eventually comes,
That's
but
gnarly, dude.
yeah.
That's great. And then what do you say to the cop? Like, I was just loading up on
I was just
iguanas?
loading up on what I thought was dead iguanas.
Well, did he think it was dead iguanas? Or was he like gonna, trap them and sell them as pets or whatever?
But
weird.
if you
a great
didn't
question.
think they were dead, wouldn't you put them in some type of like cage
Yeah,
instead of
that's-
just like throwing them like they're dead somewhere? You know what I mean?
If you're in the business of kidnapping frozen iguanas, like life's not going great. You've already made a lot of poor decisions.
Right. Maybe you
So
don't
what's one
think,
more? Yeah.
maybe you don't play any of the tapes to the end, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Holy
You kind of
shit,
stop
dude.
halfway through every
Wow.
time.
Wow. That's amazing.
I mean, it does leave us with a couple more questions than answers, but I just think
Does
the
it?
idea of it's always really terrifying, but the idea of like thinking that something's dead, right?
Yeah.
Animal wise or something like that, and having it come back to life
Well,
in the back of your car. I mean, many comedies explore this idea.
Sure.
But
but I've never, ever picked up a dead animal off the road and been like, man, I'm going to chuck that in the backseat.
sure.
Oh, God.
Why is
What
that?
the fuck is that?
Don't worry about what I'm watching.
So-
Oh, yeah.
So-
Jesus Christ.
Anyways. Okay, what is this?
This is this dude offing iguanas.
Okay, this is the sniper, bro.
Yeah.
What is he? Oh, he just fucking shoots him
Yeah, let's see if we can get some more. Like, they just take fucking rifles out.
and then pick off iguanas in these trees?
Yeah. Let's see if I can.
It's a fun hobby.
Oh, why?
Because they're invasive. They need to die.
Yeah, they need to die.
What are they doing
They're
to
shooting
you?
it with.
No, but what is the iguana doing to you?
It ruins the environment.
Yeah, it kills the environment.
How?
And then his dogs go and get it.
This video is Greta Thunberg approved.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, please, that's what everyone says that wants to hunt
They
shit.
shut that dog up.
See if I can find a better one.
The dog is thirsty for iguana, I guess. Too.
But I think in the world of like things waking back up,
is
and
is it called
iguana with
Iguana
those
Man?
like, with those talons.
Sharp. Yeah, sharp.
And a bunch of them crawling. Like,
Yeah.
there's, to me, that is worse than having like a tiger that you thought was dead.
you can
Oh,
feel
here
it.
we go.
Well, maybe not a tiger. But...
Look at them bowing up.
Here we go. Here's the gun cam footage. Look at these fucking monsters.
Oh, shit. Is
That's
that an iguana?
And he's just on
It
a golf
is?
course.
See, iguanas
I'm
are
a
fucking...
python cowboy. Look at that, right through the...
Do you know how much that would cost, though, if you sold it
Boom!
to a...
Oh, shit. Why is it rolling so much?
It's just having one last freak out.
Guys!
Yeah, he's just fucking
Why,
murking
though?
iguanas.
And this is on YouTube?
Do you know how much
Yeah,
that
it's
would
on YouTube.
cost?
How many views does this guy have? Just out of curiosity. How many views does that video have?
1.8 mil.
Yep. And we can't even get notifications sent out for this channel. And that there's just a guy fucking murking iguanas.
Here's another dope kill. I mean, and they just like thrash around.
Crazy. If you wonder why we're going over to Patreon for video shows, this is it. Like, this guy's got
Yeah.
2 million views. Oh, is he just nuking a bird?
This is an invasive Egyptian goose.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
How?
knows that. Look at that.
Are
Oh,
you
and the
being
dog's got it.
sarcastic?
I'm not actually.
No.
I love this guy's account.
I know, but are you being sarcastic about the invasive nature of the like chilling bird right
so
there?
what they do is sneak into people's houses at night and they attack women. Everybody knows that, these geese.
It's
I
coming right
can't
for
tell
us.
with
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. That's not from Florida. You could tell.
Oh, that guy is exactly who I thought he'd look like, too.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that guy's been in the studio.
I feel like he's been on our show.
Yeah. Was he not?
A version of him has been in the studio over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Version.
I feel like he was at J6. I think he was
A
in the
great
Capitol
value version has been here. Yeah, I can't tell if Bob's being sarcastic.
Here's
or
another
serious.
invasive goose.
building. Yeah,
Okay.
Look at this piece of shit goose.
Okay, now I get
What
it.
a life, by the way.
exactly. He gets paid to do this by YouTube, by the way.
Right in the neck.
Well, he's probably also
Oh
paid
my
by the golf course too.
God. This is awful.
Man, is it?
This is horrible, yes.
Jesse, this is the content that YouTube wants people to see.
This is conservation.
Millions and millions of views, and we can't have a notification go on. I can't even get a notification on my phone, but I can just watch a
All these
guy
animals are like
fucking shoot geese on
beautiful,
golf courses.
like
Yeah.
exotic, beautiful,
Yep. No,
chilling animals.
He's doing God's work.
Shut up,
They're
Bob.
not supposed to be there.
They're not supposed to be there, Bob.
Bob, stop. I get it.
Bob knows they're not
Get it,
supposed to be
Bob.
there.
He killed-
Sure. Let's get rid of
Now,
that
how
one.
does he kill?
He got bit
Fight
in the eye.
Look
back!
at that. He got bit.
I'm
So
talking
how's-
to the
was he-
snake.
Is he
I'm
trying
talking
to
to the
choke it
snake.
out?
I don't know what he's trying to do, but the snake's choking him out.
Yeah, that's got his arm.
Yeah, he probably should have just shot that one.
Oh, yeah.
I know. If there was ever a time you just
Yeah.
take your gun and pop, pop,
By
pop.
the way, if you wanted to kill stuff with
could've
your
just dropped
hands,
the camera. Oh, look at that. He dropped his phone on the snake. On the
if
dead
you wanted to
snake.
kill stuff with your hands, that iguana probably would have been pretty easy.
Yeah, you could have punched
But
that
no,
thing.
we're sniping geese and iguanas,
I
and then
think-
with our bare hands trying to take on.
Right. I think if he would have gone out to the iguana with a fork and just jammed a fork in it, that would have been sweet. That's a sweet death kill, right?
Just
Like this python thing. Look at this guy's still going with this thing. I mean, it's a dance he's having with that python. Wow. So this is Python Cowboy. Millions and millions of views, and YouTube allows it. So
what's
yeah, dude.
happening? They can't hear us.
Words. Oh, look at that thing. Yeah. No, we're having internet issues right now.
Oh, internet issues.
Whatever. We're at the end here. Join us on Patreon. The Thursday video show will now be on Patreon at Drink It Bros Podcast. It encompasses all of our shows over there. Audio is still free, obviously, but nobody's getting notifications for this shit on this platform. And the guy who's out killing iguanas has millions of views. Words are stronger than gunshots to iguanas' faces. So apparently to YouTube, and that's fun. That's where we're at in America. And
We
it's a
couldn't
good
have
time.
planned it any better.
Yeah, I mean, for real. Like,
That's
holy
what
shit.
everyone's just like, wow, way to go out in style
Yeah,
and
yeah.
exactly how.
I mean, it's if you needed.
We're
any
only on
more
audio
proof,
right now, so the YouTube is not.
was that they fucking nuked it?
Yeah. So this is just for the audio listeners.
Well, it's fine. Join us on Patreon, Drinking Bros Podcast on Patreon. This is why, if you want to see the video show, audio show is always free. Who gives a shit? Listen to it on any platform. And if you are on iTunes, please rate the show a 5-star and leave a review. So all the advertisers care about. Same with Spotify, but that's just a 5-star. Then you can just walk away after that and forget about your life. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.